Hey stars, it's me, Shorter Star, and I'm back. Just wanted to talk to you guys. Actually, I've been saying to you guys, comment, send me emails, tell me what you want to talk about, tell me what interests you have and what stories you want to talk about. And some of you have been doing just that. So I have a couple of stories that were sent to me through from subscribers. And we'll talk about it, but I definitely want to not zoom past Hurricane Milton because it's truly devastating. You know what I mean? Um, you have the storm has claimed 17 lives at this point. Um, I mean, they're saying billions and billions of dollars in damage. Um, there's 2 million people without power still. So it's going to be a long trip. It's going to be a lot going on. And I know that there's some first responders and some actually I know from New Jersey and Connecticut that's heading down to Florida to help, or that pretty much should be there at this point. Um, but just going to continue to pray and, move on. And let's not again be distracted. I'm sorry that because I'm wondering how this may affect the election, meaning people being able to get out and vote, people to have voting places. I mean, what we're dealing, this is not going to be cleaned up in a week or two. It's going to take some time. So I think that the government should really get on that and make sure, how Florida can be sometimes. So with DeSantis there, I'm not even going to go there. But with all that being said, I did hear about a story, and a woman was saying that her son had tried to get across the road to help some elderly neighbors, and was washed away. Haven't heard anything at this point, but it's devastation all the way. So again, God is good. We're going to continue to pray for them, and we're going to move on. There's actually a very interesting story that was sent to me through a subscriber. Hey, Keisha. I'm going to try to get through this story without it being so long. Okay, long story short. There's a small town which is called a Sundown Town. Now, I know that a lot of people are not aware of what a sundown town is. Those of us at a certain age, we will. But anyway, Sundown Town is towns where African Americans are not welcome, and you should not be caught there, or any minorities should be caught there when the sun goes down. They're very prejudiced there, so we stay away from them towns, and these towns still exist in 2024. Okay? So, long story short, we're going to do this, and let's get through the story quick. It's really interesting. I got the story, again, like I said, sent in from Keisha, but I found it. I went and did my research on Fox 26 in Houston. So if you want the story, she actually gives an interview, which is about, 18 minutes, 20 minutes. If you want to hear a story, but here it goes. Okay, boom, check this out. There's a small town, Sundown Town. A man owns a bar. A woman comes into the bar. She's a drug addict. I guess she's very fair-skinned, so most people there believe that she was white, because then it would have been a problem in the Sundown Town. Okay, boom. She sits down, she's drinking, she's telling the owner of the bar, who's the bartender, her story. Her story was she's on drugs, she's addicted to drugs, she's trying to get back to Houston, and she's pregnant, and she wants to go back to Houston to have an abortion. The man who owns the town, owned the bar in the town, he's never been married. He's an only child, and he's never had children. So he tells her, listen, you know what? Instead of you doing that, stay here. Let me take care of you during the pregnancy. And when you have the baby, give me the baby. And that's exactly what happened. He moves her in. I don't know how he explained this, whatever. And she must have been really fair-skinned and could pass for white in the Sundown Town. Keep that in mind. But she's not. She's black. So, but he knows this. Now, I don't know the part if his family knew from the beginning or whatever, but nevertheless. So, boom. He takes care of her. She has the baby. because of the small town and because he's a big guy, his family are big people in the town. He owns the bar and whatever. He had someone put on the birth certificate that he's the father. Okay, so he's the father, and they put the race of the mother as white. Of course, his race is white, so the baby's race is going to be white. So on birth certificate, it's going to be white little baby girl. Okay, boom. So she leaves. Mind you, he got her clean off of drugs the whole time because he didn't want the baby to be addicted to anything. So he took care of her her whole pregnancy, got her clean off of drugs. She signed the baby over to him. Boom, she gone. Story that they're telling the little girl, well, she's a baby at this point. Boom, boom, boom. Then the father moves away with the little girl because he's the only child and he's never been married. He moves away with the little girl. I think because I think he knew that she was going to start looking a certain way as she gets older, and he didn't care. He just wanted the baby, and he moves away until she's 6 years old. But then he catches cancer, so he has to go back to the Sundown Town where his family is to take care of him. So boom, he dies. So now her counterpart, her white grandparents of the man who says he's her father, they raise her, they love her. That was their only child, so they really take her in, take care of her. Boom. I don't know if they knew the whole story, but she says in her interview that she was told that her mother was Hawaiian, her father, of course, was supposed to be white, and her mother died from AIDS or something like that when she was a baby. So she never questioned. That's what it was. She went to school. She's growing. She goes to high school. She graduates from high school. She goes to college. The college she went to, I don't know what school it was. They did mention it, but I didn't pay that much attention to it. She went to college. Apparently, she was sharing a room it was 3 girls sharing a suite. And, if those that have ever lived in dorms in college, so they were there. And apparently she got there. The first day that they were supposed to arrive to the school, she was there first. So she put up her Britney Spears posters. Remember, she thinks she's white, and in her town, there's only white people. So or whatever Caucasian superstar she loved at the time went up, Taylor Swift, whoever. So then she leaves out. Her roommates who are black comes in, and they're looking at the posters. They're like, oh, God, we got to share a room with a white girl. But she thinks she's a white girl. She comes back. She's, they're looking at her and they're like, they can see the black in her, I guess. So they're like, where are you from? And she's like, well, my mom is Hawaiian and my dad is white. And they're like, no, that don't add up. But whatever. So apparently they was questioning her, which made her start questioning things and such and such and such. Long story short, she got her birth certificate. She was doing some type of project. She looked up the woman's name on her birth certificate, who was supposed to have been her mother, who died at childbirth pretty much or whatever. And she goes through it and finds who she think it is, calls the woman, finds the woman, mother and her reconnect. Boom. The mother's married, has a son, connects with her instantly. Boom, 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 boom. So what I find unique is the story comes out and she finds out she's black in the story. But then now in 2024, her 85-year-old Caucasian grandmother from her father, who she thought was her father, his mother, she's only one left, is now living with her and her black family. Because now she married a black man, I believe, and I think she has a black son. And then her mom, she's reconnected, and the mom now, she found out she has a brother. It's a very interesting story she gave, and I think she's writing a book or wrote a book. But for those that want to look into it, like I said, Fox 26 in Houston, on their website, you'll be able to find it. I just think it was very, very interesting. And moving right along. Okay, for us pet lovers. Now, I love pets. I don't mess with dogs too much. I'm a cat person. I'm gonna be honest. I like dogs, but I don't mess with them like that. Okay, so apparently, boom, there's this house. Picture this. Like how what's her name used to be on the Golden Girls? St. Olaf. Picture this. Okay, picture this. Let me see where I'm trying to remember exactly. Oh, Albany, upstate Albany. Okay, y'all ready? Picture this. Upstate Albany, there's a few rows of houses, right? Okay, but hold on, I got you coming up. Here we go. Boom. Apparently, a man was in the backyard of a house. The house next door, they have a gate. Picture this. Somehow he's in the backyard doing whatever. He's not the owner of the house. I think he's a friend of the owner, so he's in the backyard. The house next door, 9 pit bulls somehow got over the gate, under the gate, around the gate, baby. However, they did it. Mauled the man, unalived him. So then the police come. They go to the house where actually they had to kill 1 or 2 of the dogs, the male dogs. They had to put them, I'm sorry, Lord, they had to put them down, unalive these animals. So then, boom, they go into the house. There's 24 pit bulls in the house. 15 of them are babies, and the rest are adults, dogs. Okay, so the thing is, so when the man who been living or staying at the house arrives, come to find out he's the caretaker. He's not even the owner of the house. This is what I'm saying. We have these houses. We're into buying property and doing things, but then you buy houses that's out of state or pretty far with someplace where you can't just get to in the next half an hour, and you hire these people to take care of your property, and you don't know what they're doing in your property, because apparently the owners of this property don't live there. And they must never come there with him having that many dogs, 9 in the back and 20 and 50. Baby. That is just too much going on. So, boom. Who's going to get the blame? Is it the homeowner? Because the dogs were, who's going to get the blame? Who does the person that perished, who did their family go after? Because the guy doesn't own the house. The house is owned by someone. Man, I tell you. So I just think it's crazy. We have to be. Sometimes we live next to people, and you never know what's going on, and nor should you. But I mean, you never know. Nevertheless, I just wanted to bring out some stories to you guys. I miss talking to you. Again, I just want everybody to stay focused. We have an election coming up. We really need to still try to get on top of that. We have been through 2 hurricanes, Diddy, baby oil. The Diddy and the Kevin Hart. I got to do an update on that one. Okay. So listen, guys. Thank you. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the numbers. Just thank you. I appreciate you guys viewing. My subscriptions could be up, my likes could be up, but you know what? I'm grateful for what it is. As long as you want me here, I'll do it. Love you guys. Until next time. And again, what is my thing? Have a good night.